Hello all and welcome to another challenge video. Yes, I'm still in my hometown at the moment, but I am on my way to Bishops Stortford to do another CEX challenge. And this time I'm going to go back to the Xbox, but this time I'm going to do the Xbox One instead of the 360. Now when I do the 360 it's a £10 challenge which I have to get 5 games, but seeing as we're skipping a generation and they are a bit pricey, we're going to double the money. It's going to be £20 challenge this time. But however, the game quantity is going to stay the same. It's still going to be 5, so I've got to get at least 5 games for £20, a minimum of, that is. And of course my age-old rules stick, that is no sports titles, well the generic ones that release year on year like FIFAs and 2Ks, and then of course I've got to spend exactly the £20. And then finally, of course, it's nothing I already own, which shouldn't be too difficult, to be honest with you, as I don't own many Xbox One games physically. But anyway, in the next video you'll see me in Stortford, hopefully shooting a little bit of footage inside the CX, capture some of the retro goodness that they've got in the cabinets, and then it'll be culminating in a pickups video at the end. So I will speak to you later. Hello again, we are home now and it's time for the pickup section and the results to the Xbox One £20 challenge which I've just completed at CEX. Obviously you heard all the age-old rules which I explained at the beginning. I have managed to stick to all those, and as you'll notice on screen there are 5 games, so I was able to complete it. And with all that, let's just dive in and show you what I got for my £20 and how I completed the challenge. And first up, we have Deus Ex Mankind Divided, the Day 1 edition. Now, I've never played a Deus Ex game, I'm going to be totally honest with you there, and for this to turn up for only £2.50 as well has given me a fantastic chance to do that. I don't even own it on the Xbox 360. I mean, I will do one day. I am going for the full set, but I've got it on the Xbox One and for no money at all. And of course, being the Day 1 edition, there should be some extra little bits of paperwork inside it, and there is on here. Obviously, it's just the lottery of whether the codes have been used or not, but we've got the base game on disc here, so we can actually give Deus Ex Mankind Divided a bash, and it's just nice to have this Day 1 edition and have it complete with all the little bits of extra paperwork in there, and for only £2.50. It was a great start to the challenge. So next up, what do we have? We have Homefront The Revolution. Now, I played the Homefront that's on the Xbox 360. That I will only set you back 50p at CEX. And it's very Call of Duty-esque without doing anything amazing on the 360. So it would be interesting to see further down the line how they make a game and how it plays on the Xbox One. So what can they do with later gen graphics and updates, basically. So Homefront The Revolution, we've got a little bit on here telling there should be extra content in there. So if we open that up, there should be some extra bits of paperwork. And there is, again, back to the lottery of, do these codes work? I mean, we've got a little bit creasing on the corner of the bits of paperwork, but it's just nice to have everything in there as well. But there we go, we've got the disc there on the left, and we've got the base game, even if they don't work. So it'll be interesting to give this a try and see how they progress from that game that was on the Xbox 360, which, to be fair, was a little bit short, despite not being awful. But yes, Homefront The Revolution for £3.50, bringing us up to £6 total. So on from Homefront The Revolution to a game that needs no explaining. It is Devil May Cry, the definitive edition, for only £5. Now, I thought for only a fiver to have a Devil May Cry definitive edition game was an absolute steal. To open it up, it is literally just the disc inside. But looking forward to giving this a bash. I do think this was actually part of Game Pass once upon a time, if it still isn't. But yes, a Devil May Cry game for only a fiver. To me, fantastic. Was going to pick that up all day long. So next up is a second £5 game, and game number 4 of the challenge. This brings us up to £16, I think, if you've been adding along. Now, they had Wolfenstein The New Blood, but I was totally drawn to the fact that I saw Wolfenstein The Old Blood. And I just thought, I'm going to have that. I'm going to get The New Blood at some point, but this one, I want to play more than The New Blood. So I just nabbed it. I mean, everyone knows a little bit about Wolfenstein, no doubt, if you're into your gaming. And yes, before The New Order, there was Wolfenstein The Old Blood. Even says it on the back. So really pleased with that. I think it is literally just a case of a disc-only game. But yes, there we go. Not a very imaginative bit of disc art there. Literally just red with the font on it. But yes, I'm actually really pleased with that. And probably second out of the 5 that I've got that I'm looking forward to playing the most. And that is because I've left the one that I'm looking forward to playing the most last. And that is because it's Carmageddon Max Damage. And to see this for only £4, now the Carmageddon games were very controversial when they first came out on the PC. I want to say in the late 90s for what you did in it. Obviously, you got points for running over pedestrians and basically committing many felonies, and it was hugely controversial, especially in that day and age. I mean, it's not so much frowned upon now, which is a little bit worrying. But yes, Carmageddon Max Damage. I'm really looking forward to giving this a bash and giving this a play. Look, it's not over till you wreck them all. So I think it is another case of just disc only. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing this. I really am. So I remember those games back in the PC days in the late 90s. Sure, it is the late 90s. And of course, it's very controversial. And then I think they adapted it later versions where you run over zombies and things like that. It was even banned in some countries as well, I believe. But yes, Carmageddon Max Damage for only £4. And that completes the challenge. I think, what else am I looking forward to playing? Definitely Wolfenstein The Old Blood. And of course, you can't really go wrong with a bit of Devil May Cry. And we have the 2 cheapies here too. So ladies and gentlemen, I had a lot of fun doing this challenge. It's always fun doing these challenges. That's why I like doing them all the time. And they do seem to be well received as well. If you do enjoy these challenges, I do have an entire playlist of challenges. So please do feel free to check that out. And then of course, please throw comments down below. Please like this video. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. And if you are, why not hit that bell and that'll drop you a little notification every time I upload a brand new video. So ladies and gentlemen, I think this just leaves me to thank you for watching, and also just leaves me to say, as always, take care.